I've been going through my notes that I took when I was in Celebrate Recovery and rehab a couple years ago, and reading about anger. Cause I see a lot of people that get angry all the time, and they send me messages about how they're pissed off about this or mad about that, and it's something I deal with a lot, and especially in my past, I would snap. I mean, and go crazy. And I realized in rehab that anger, and a lot of us don't want to admit it, is an unexpressed pain. If somebody hurts your feelings, it comes out as anger. If you think about that for a minute, just truly think about it. If somebody makes you mad or hurts your feelings, if they hurt your feelings, it comes out as anger. And I wrote down in my notes back in rehab back then that the activity it took to hide all the lies caused a lot of anger inside of me, and it wore me down. Uh, I don't have all that anger built up inside of me, and I don't feel wore down anymore because I'm not out here trying to lie and cover up a bunch of lies or this or that. My past is my past, and I'm leaving it there. I don't care how many people try to remind me of it or bring it up. It doesn't matter. Um, I put on here instead of apologizing, I argued. Instead of listening, I opened my big mouth. Instead of giving it to God, I always tried to fix it myself. I've come to realize I can't fix me. They used to ask us in Lifeline all the time, um, Joey, what do you got control over? And I'd say, I got control over this, or I got control over that, and I got control. And this time around, man, on my own time with God, He said, you don't got control over nothing when it comes to your addiction. I do. Only God does. Because every time I grab the wheel back from Him, I have a head-on collision, and it ain't pretty. Um, I put down at the bottom that I need to listen before I speak. I need to have self-control and be patient, not letting anger control my actions in any situations. When my circumstances change, I needed to remain the same. You know, because we're out here in society and living one step behind society instead of standing firm on that first step. Society says it's okay to do this, so we jump one step behind them and say okay. And that's not right. We should never jump off our foundation, our rock, Jesus Christ. Uh, I wrote something else back here somewhere that says that I wanted to share this morning. It says Christianity is not what we hold in our head, but how we live our lives. And we go to church on Sundays or our life groups or our Bible studies, and we're holier than thou, wanting everybody to see that we're just this great Christian person. But throughout the week, how many of us are doing God's work? How many people you pass up during the day that you haven't asked if they know Jesus Christ? Because, man, I know I touched on this yesterday, but it's so important. I've watched so many of my friends die and probably go to hell, knowing the things I know because I held it inside my head and I didn't try to share it with them. Scared they might look at me funny or call me a Bible thumper or Jesus freak. And He says, deny me in front of men and I'll deny you in front of my Father. Never truly thought about that like I do now, because I'm scared that, one day I'm going to get up there and there's so many people that I've let go by in my life that was out there messed up with me, knowing the things I knew about God, and I didn't share them. Because when I was living wrong, I didn't want to talk about God. I didn't want to get high and sit there and read my Bible like some of my friends did, and they'll tell you that. I was scared to death to do it, because I wasn't lukewarm. I was either on fire for God or I wasn't. I didn't feel like it was a good idea. But I've had some friends die, and it bothers me because I don't know that they were truly saved or not. So look at your loved ones and your friends today, and don't be embarrassed or feel like, it says in the Bible that to be a Christian is to stand out from the crowd, to be different from the world. So look at people through the eyes of Jesus, with compassion, with love, and try to lead them to the Lord. It's so important. I keep saying this. I'm going to say it every day. Salvation is the number one most important thing in any of our lives. None of the things you own or buy here on earth that you waste time on and put all your time into are going with you. Put your time and energy into God and furthering His kingdom, and you'll be blessed for it in eternity. Because your blessing for the things you got here on earth are just going to last here on earth. This is just a vapor, a speck. It ain't where you need to put all your time and energy to. Your time and energy needs to go into God, His Word, and trying to further His kingdom. I love y'all. Thank y'all for all the messages and the prayer requests and for telling me that I'm helping you, because it encourages me to read, and I've been studying. Got all my notes right here, and I got a bunch of them to go through. I'm excited today about what God's doing in my life, and maybe this is what He's called me to do, you know? It's accountability. I'm not perfect. I'm sober today, and I'm fixing to get on the roof or on a ladder and paint this house. God bless y'all.